Hey, what's up guys? So today I want to talk about how to buy a skateboard for the first time and what to do. Because this might be something, if you're just getting into skateboarding, you may really want to skate, but you don't know where to start because there are so many different deck brands, truck sizes, wheels, whatever. First off, I would encourage you to watch some of my previous videos where I talk about different deck sizes, different wheel sizes, and different truck sizes. But today I'll just create a small, brief collection of ideas within a couple minutes because I don't want to waste too much of your time. So getting right into it, when you go to the skate shop for the first time, you may be tempted to buy a complete. If you want is for your first skateboard, go right ahead and buy a complete skateboard. This is just literally a skateboard that's already set up for you. The problems that most people have with completes is that sometimes they're a little bit more expensive. They're not customizable in the sense where the parts that you're getting are really just for that one complete setup, and you might not have the best gear with the skateboard setup. For example, they might give you old bearings or old hardware or a bad deck, who knows. So if you want to customize your skateboard as your very first skateboard, I'll just give you some recommendations. Okay, starting off, I'd recommend, if you have an average shoe size of like an 8 in men's, 9 in men's, or up there, or maybe like a 7 in men's or a 6, I'd recommend going with an 8-inch deck width. So just look for any board with the number 8 on it. And then as far as brands go, this is really up to you to decide. You don't need to be paying $80 for a skate deck, especially if this is your very first time. You could literally buy like a $25 mini logo blank deck online. So it's up to you. Just know that you're looking for a deck with an 8-inch width. And at that point, it's just up to you which skateboard looks the coolest. As far as trucks go, I'd recommend getting silver trucks because they match with anything. And as far as the truck brand goes, I'd recommend any of these here: Thunder, Venture. Independent will be a little heavier, but just the classics. And wheels, I'd recommend getting probably 52 millimeter Spitfire Formula 4 wheels. These are like the classic wheels that everyone gets. And bearings, nothing wrong with going with Bone Super Reds, or if you want to pay a little bit more, getting some Bronson bearings. That is a solid setup. To recap, the deck, as long as you have an 8-inch deck width, depending on your shoe size. If you have wider feet, then you might want to go with a wider board. You might want to go with like an 8.5-inch deck. But if you have like a shoe size of 8 or 9 men's, just go with an 8-inch deck width. Go with standard grip tape, just Mob or Jessup is fine. You can choose what design you want on the deck. And then as far as trucks go, get silver trucks, and you can choose any brand you want: Thunder, Venture, Independent. Wheels, go with Spitfire Formula 4s, 52 millimeter, and bearings, go with some Bone Super Reds or Bronson G3. Again, the only problem with going with the complete, if you don't want to memorize all this and you want to go with the complete, go right ahead. Just know that when you do decide to buy a new board, or I guess if you decide to buy a new board, the trucks and wheels may be different colors and they might not match with the board you're wanting. And if you don't care about that, then it doesn't matter. But to a lot of skaters, they might not want to have colored wheels with a different colored deck and then yellow trucks and just have this whole rainbow setup. It's just a lot easier to get silver trucks, bland, basic wheels, and then any deck, just so that it looks clean all the time. But if you don't really care about that, then it doesn't matter. So that's it. Hopefully this was simple enough for you, and peace.